The advanced technology has great impact in the field of education. The information age changed the people's learning. Advanced computer and network technology bring new opportunities for learning. Internet access helps people to learn in a convenient way. Distance learning and e-learning, virtual classroom, and the emergence of multimedia classroom are some of the examples of digital learning styles. Distance learning narrowing the gap between time, place, and learning. My presentation focuses on language learning via virtual classroom in distance learning. As language plays an essential role in our daily life, language is a basic tool for interpersonal communication. Language is a form of expression. Humans exchange their thought and feeling through communicating with each other. Technology supports language learning by making the learning experience easier. To learn a language via virtual classroom, the learners will need to have reliable access to a computer, iPad, or tablet, internet connection, a microphone, a headphone, and a webcam. Other than his mother tongue, Kevin Rudd, who was a former Prime Minister of Australia, can also speak Mandarin fluently. Singapore former Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew always emphasized that bilingualism should become a reality in Singapore. English is his master language. He also can speak Mandarin and Malay. Dr. Seri Dr. Mahathir was the former Prime Minister of Malaysia. Bahasa Melayu is his first language and also the national language in Malaysia. Even though English is not his first language, he can speak English fluently. Nelson Mandela's native language is Sahosa. As the world top leader, he speaks English fluently. The value of language is priceless. Being bilingual or multilingual helps us to communicate and interact with people around the world efficiently. In today's society, almost every family has a computer. We need to have access to computers for studying, working, and communicating. Even young children will have access to computers at school and their home. Computer and internet play an important role in human daily life. There are many languages in the world. It is estimated that there are over 6,800 distinct languages in the world. The most widely used languages included Mandarin, English, Hindu, Spanish, Russian, Arabic, Bengali, Portuguese, Malay, and French. Learn to greet people in different languages help us to make friends while we travel around the world. Sometimes we can make friends through online communication tools such as Skype, QQ, Line, WhatsApp, FaceTime, Facebook, and other types of communication applications. The students need to attend the class at a fixed time when they learn in a traditional way. New technology combines learning through virtual classroom. Internet technology connects educators and students around the world. Students will develop new experience in a fun and enjoyable way. Thus, make them inquisitive and eager to learn more in the way they enjoy. When students are learning different languages through virtual classroom, the educators will use creative teaching methods to make the virtual class more interesting according to individual needs. The students are exposed to second language through storytelling, singing, online interaction, text chat, and games in the virtual classroom. Distance learning allows the student to learn at any time and anywhere as long as there's internet connection. No matter where you are, either at home, coffee shop, or McDonald's, the place with internet connection and Wi-Fi will allow you to start your distance learning journey. Distant learners can choose an appropriate time to learn as per their convenience. There's no boundary of time for distant learners. Through distant learning, people around the world learn about different languages and different cultures. There's no age limit when you learn a foreign language online. Blake stated that online learning language can take place in web-facilitated, hybrid, or fully virtual classes. The most popular way to learn language online is through virtual classroom because it is user-friendly. Growing demand of foreign language learning and foreign language translation have slowly encouraged tutors to offer language lessons using different methods. That's through virtual classroom. And with advanced technologies that help to move the world forward, many language tutors acknowledged the idea of virtual classroom and started to implement their language lesson through virtual classroom. The language lesson delivered in virtual classroom can be done in the simplest and convenient way for both tutors and students. Virtual Classroom is a teaching platform which connected tutors and students through internet. It provides teaching experience where the tutors and students interacting over the internet. It is another way of delivering distance education globally. In a virtual classroom, students and tutors can see each other via webcam instead of real classroom setting. The tutors will provide lessons using a variety of technology including application sharing, text chat, Blackboard, and audio and video conferencing. Some virtual classroom tutors use storytelling in their lesson. Storytelling is a powerful language teaching tool. Students can improve their listening skill through listening to the stories. Other benefits of using storytelling to teach language included developing student vocabularies. Storytelling also helps students to understand the complexity of the foreign language. When the tutors read the same story a few times, the student will understand how sentences are constructed using different language. Repetitions allow students to learn foreign language faster and helps them to construct sentences with another language. To improve distant learners' language skill faster and effectively, many virtual classroom educators use rhymes, songs, and music in teaching a foreign language. YouTube is a very good website that contains many videos, movies, stories, songs around the world, and the rest. People around the world enjoy singing. Singing is an amazing way to help children, teenagers, and adults to learn different languages. According to a new study conducted by Dr. Lark, singing in the foreign language helps students to improve the way to speak using the entire language. Opagana Style is a famous Korean song in year 2012. However, people around the world such as American, Australian, Chinese, Malaysian, Indian, and the rest tend to learn to sing this song. Firework by Katy Perry is another hit song that captured the heart of people around the world, including young children. There are many other English songs that are very popular. As English is the global language, many people from different cultural backgrounds learn to speak, read, and write in English. People around the world are exposed to English songs. English is now widely used in the world. Therefore, there are many people started to learn English through online learning, and some people learn English through singing. Research has shown that text chat in the virtual classroom helps students to improve their writing skill through an interactive and personal way. When the student practice to write the second language in the virtual classroom, their language skill will be improved. Conversation either verbally or non-verbally is the most important way for us to develop a new language. Students who are learning second language will achieve different benefits through online text chatting such as increased motivation, participation, language production, and student autonomy. To learn a foreign language effectively, social and collaborative interaction are important. Asking questions and responding in the virtual classroom through texting help the student to develop their confidence using second language to express themselves. Besides that, peers and tutors interaction in the virtual classroom help to promote positive social interaction among the student and tutors. Interaction between the students will help them to develop interest and curiosity to learn. This is the major factor that motivates the student to learn more. The most effective way to learn a language is to participate in a community in which the target language is used to communicate in a real context. Peers interaction usually will occur in virtual classroom. Peer-to-peer interaction that occurs over the virtual classroom can be beneficial for both parties. Conversation amongst peers usually is supportive and will result in positive language learning experience. Encouraging social interaction with peers in the virtual classroom will help to promote friendly and happy learning environment. Gaming is another effective way for us to learn foreign language. At a very young age, children learn to speak by observing and listening to their parents and peers. When their brain slowly develops, they learn to speak. The children will learn new vocabularies when they play games with their peers and parents. It is very common that children always learn faster and naturally through play. Therefore, to make language learning class more interesting, some virtual classroom educators include games as part of their lesson. With Google, we can get different games that are age appropriate for children, teenagers, and adults. Second Life, Ragnarok, and World of Warcraft are some of the games that are suitable for teenagers and adults. In these 3 virtual world games, all the players need to create avatars to join in the game. When the players are playing this game, they will be invited to participate in group activity. Therefore, they are encouraged to interact with each other either through text chat or voice messages. Gamers can play this game with people around the world. Suggested positive effects of virtual worlds on learning include accommodating learning preferences of next generation students, enhancing student motivation and engagement, facilitating collaboration and social interaction, providing immersive experiential learning opportunities, and increased sense of shared present and experience. Other types of games such as guessing game, vocabulary games, team game, and adventure game also can help to polish a student language skill. With today's advanced technology, we don't need to travel around the world to learn other languages and cultures. As Patterson, Carrillo, and Salinas stated that in an online environment, students can experience virtual trips, share ideas, and exchange cultures with their peers through internet connection. We can experience the local culture and learn their local language through traveling via internet or Google. Blas and Poggi stated that students around the world can meet, communicate, discuss, and play through online virtual world. When the students are engaged in virtual classroom foreign language exchange, they will practice the language with other native speakers and discover world cultures. However, the experience that we will gain will be different. It is a very useful method for foreign language classes students to practice reading, writing, and speaking with native speakers around the world. In the meantime, they will develop cultural awareness, value, and respect other cultures and religions. Learn another language helps the student to widen their knowledge. Internet is the best place to start your language journey. It is affordable and convenient for all students across the world. Learning a second language and speak the second language fluently will take our time and effort. However, with Internet, language learning becomes easier and not a dream. Learn a single foreign word a day, and you will know 365 foreign words in a year.